I've been wanting to do this YouTube video for quite a while. It is pressure cooking pinto beans. I do the same thing with red beans. But it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple. It does require the use of a pressure cooker. I'll just kind of go through that and a little tiny bit of the few of the safety tips that I know about a pressure cooker. They're really nothing to be really afraid of. You just have to use them wisely and kind of know what you're doing. But okay, I have some washed bottles here. Need to get this going again so I can get the lids boiling. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put 1 1/4 cup of beans in each one of these quarts. Okay, now I have 1 1/4 cups of the pinto beans in each one of these jars. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up, not quite to the neck in the water, just right down here where the neck is, not at the top, but down here at the neck. Not quite up to the neck, I'm just a little less. Now, put in a teaspoon of salt into each one of these. If you're going to use the beans here for refried beans, you can also put in some taco seasoning, and that's for another video, the refried beans. And absolutely, they're wonderful, really good. So we're going to put the salt in, and if you're going to do the refried beans, you can put the taco seasoning in. Now, as always, remember, wipe off the lid. You don't want anything. Make sure that there's no chips. I forgot to do that before. You don't want anything in between that glass, the rim up here, and the lid to keep it from sealing. Okay. Those little hot lids on there. Okay, I'm going to add some water to this. Just about an inch and a half, 2 inches on there. Go ahead and get the flame going on it. And with these pressure cookers, this is a little Moreau that we've had for probably about 15 years. Over here, Dave. Okay. This is a little Moreau that we've had for about 15 years. They're excellent little canners. They do have a rubber seal. These are the original seals that we got with this, and we have used these canners for quite a while and used them a lot. But that said, grab a couple of extra seals. Have them on hand. Okay, you're going to want to make sure that that seal is in good condition and that it's down there. Another part to this is this little red pop-off valve. What this does is if it, I think it's like 20 or 25 pounds, if it gets up to it, it just pops out. And I can guarantee if it does that, all the pressure is released and everything inside of here is ruined. These, I have a couple of these on hand. I replace these every couple of years because these can go bad on you. So, that said, we've got the water in here. We've got, let me just go through and make sure you don't want to really crank down on these because it has to let some of the pressure off inside that bottle as these things are cooking. It's going to really pressure. We're going to pressure cook these for 90 minutes at 15 pounds. It's a long time and that's a lot of pressure. Building the pressure actually increases the boiling temperature of the water to about 250 degrees. Here in Utah, I'm about 5,000 feet above sea level. So it actually increases the boiling temperature of the water to about 250 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. And it's there, it's snug. I'm not going to put the shaker on until this blows off for a few minutes. So we're going to go ahead and pause for now until it starts going. There you go. Good. Okay, this has been blowing off for about 7 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put the weight on it. There's the 15 pound right here, the little numbers. Just put it down on that little guy right there. And we're going to go for 90 minutes. I will tape it a little bit as it's shaking after it builds the pressure, so that you know. So okay. Okay, I'm on this side of the camera now. This has been going for about 50 minutes. Let's see, I got about 38 minutes left here. Like I said, we go for 90 minutes. It is turned down to just a little above low, just so I get shaking of the weight. Once every 30 seconds, so it's maintaining the pressure. You don't want that weight just shaking continuously. That's not how these pressure cookers should work. It should just build up the pressure here and just release just a little tiny bit off, and just maintain that. If that's constantly just shaking and shaking and shaking, there's more than 15 pounds in there. So let's see, we got about 37 and a half minutes to go. After this is done, we'll record just a little more of it. Okay, so we're at the end of the time. This is cooked now for the 90 minutes. I turned the gas off, and the way I do this and the way I recommend it for you, let this thing sit. Just let this thing naturally cool. And you know, there's lots of times I have done this in the evening, and the next morning is when I open this up and take the bottles out. And you know, they're even sometimes warm, even after 8 or 9 hours of sitting overnight. So just let this thing sit. Don't put it in your sink. Don't pour water on it to try and cool it down. Don't push it. Those bottles, guys, are hot. They are at this point still boiling in there, and that glass, if it gets water on it, believe me, they will explode. Believe me, please, they will explode. Just let this thing sit. Don't touch it. Especially don't take the weight off until there's no pressure in there. But like I said, just let it sit. Minimum, I'd say 6 hours. And in 6 hours, or in the morning when we have time, we'll crack this open and we'll record it for you. So there you go. Okay, here we go. I guess it's good morning, everybody. Like I said, I let this sit overnight. I don't open that up until it's good and cool. But I take the bands off as it is cooking inside. You do have, as the beans are cooking, you do have some juice and some water come out, and it will make those bands really hard to get off in the future, like cements them on. Not cement them, but it just gets in there and makes it hard. In fact, I kind of have to run some water over them to get the bands to come off really easy. But I just want to show you, there's not a lot of water left in there. I put a good 2 inches of water in there. So, you know, make sure you put enough water in. But there's the beans that we did. Got those from Sam's Club, I do believe. I do want to mention here, this is a perfect way to make old beans that are hard, and you know those beans that you let them soak for a week and they're still hard. This is a awesome way to make those beans usable. In fact, we had been making chili from beans that I had from 1993, and they weren't too bad. Those beans, you know, if you let them soak, but they were still kind of hard after you made the chili, even after they soaked for a day. But you pressure cook those beans up and they were just awesome. But there's how you do beans, guys. Have a good one.